I was on the go, and I had to have my antennas up because I didn't know if the house that I was staying in at the time, they were going to kick me out on the streets.
Hey there, welcome to this edition of Conversations from Studio 5. I'm your host, Ephraim Graham, and I thank you so much for making this your weekly destination for uplifting interviews in the worlds of lifestyle and entertainment. It's our aim every single week to connect popular culture and faith. And this week, helping us to do that is Michael Oher. Perhaps you fell in love with Oher when you learned of his story in the hit film The Blind Side. Well, in case you missed it, his journey took him from homelessness to an all-American footballer. In his latest book, he's sharing lessons he's learned from a lifetime of adversity. Now, I am sure you've seen him in the headlines lately, but it's good you can hear from him directly, right here, right now, on the podcast. Excellent to sit down with you. Pleasure to meet you. First, let me say, is it safe to say you're still a newlywed?
Sure, yeah, no, most definitely. Still going through those stages and phases and still enjoying it, so having fun.
Long-time love, what made you walk down the aisle?
Well, for me, just thinking, when I think back on everything, it's thinking now a healing process for when you go through a lot and still going through things and healing, you're learning. I didn't grow up around marriage.
Yeah.
I didn't grow up around anyone to have those vows and to teach me what it's like to be a father, a future husband. So it's learning and healing too for me. And I'm just now becoming who I was a long time ago and getting back to that person. It's more to the story, and holding back a little bit, and you'll know more later after this interview. But it's about healing and knowing who you are before you can give yourself to someone else fully. I never knew the true meaning of love. First time I heard it, and you look into the years down the line, you realize when you heard it, that person didn't mean it.
Oh, wow.
So now I have to go back to my roots and say, when I looked in that mirror as a kid, hey, whatever you want to get accomplished, want to get done, you have to get yourself out of this hole. When you were alone and trying to chase success, and it's the same thing with a relationship or anything else. So it's about learning, it's progress, and when you don't have anyone to show you the ropes, like a father or that life stuff, you have to. Me, I love learning. I love doing things on my own anyway. So it takes a while at times, but God's timing is always the right time. So,
Amen.
I believe in all that stuff.
Love it. I like it. I love it. How does that translate for you to fatherhood? You've got kids as well, and you had a difficult childhood, and now you're shepherding some young ones yourself.
For me, that was easy.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted that. And when you don't have when you're alone for the most part of your life, you kind of don't understand. You don't have. You're looking and you're chasing for that love, and when you start to be successful, a lot of people start to come around and start to hang on. So you understand that, and you want someone to really love you for you. So that's what I got from that, and I knew what I wanted. I was going to do the total opposite of the things that I had to go through as a kid, and I wanted to be there for my kids, and it's the funnest thing. It's something I just hate being away from home. It's the greatest thing, joy in the world for me. Nothing's better. So just to know someone's counting on you and you have to be there, you're mentoring, you're laying that foundation. I mean, I get mad at fathers that's not involved.
Understood.
I can't stand it. So it's beautiful.
Beautiful. Now you have a new book, When Your Back's Against the Wall. This is the second book for you?
Yes.
What made you want to pen this book?
It's a continuation from my last book. For me, when I started this journey a long time ago, I was just chasing to be comfortable after I was done with football. My back was against the wall all my life. From the time I was 3 years old, my first memory is being homeless. 3 to 10, I was in and out of foster care, shelters, on the streets. For a year, when I ran away from foster care, at 10, I was on the streets by myself, running from the authorities, from couch to couch. So from that point on, I needed a routine from when I started this journey. So that's when it really started for me. They caught up with me, put me in a hospital. I ran away from there when I was 11. So they just gave up and said, hey, no, we're giving you back custody to your biological mom. And I started to go to school on my own from that point when I was 11 years old. So I made up my mind right there. I'm going to work. I'm going to be something. And once I get to this point where I am right now, I'm not going to do anything because I'd already been struggling. So when I got done with football, I said, I'm not. I'm just want to rest and just enjoy myself, enjoy life. But I started to think, and I got a movie about, got books, New York Times bestseller, everything, and I thought to myself that I'm way smarter than not doing anything and sitting around, and I have a sense of duty to the other young kids out there like myself that's growing up, and I'll be letting generation after generation down if I don't get out here, continue to spread the word, spread my message, and let them know that you can be successful coming from where I came from in whatever situation that you're in, and let them show them that, hey, you can, whatever you want to be in life, whatever you want to get done, you can get it done. And my back has been against the wall all my life, from 3 years old to when I was my last year in the NFL. Concussion, was forced out, still had ability and talent, but couldn't play because of severe concussion, still dealing with some of those effects. But I just had a sense of duty for all the generations behind me, and I didn't want to let the platform that I had go to waste. And I wanted a different narrative for myself. I wanted the legacy that was out there for me, the picture that was painted, that people, when they say Michael Oher, I didn't necessarily like that narrative. So I wanted my legacy to be bigger than what people know of me, and to let them know that up until I was 18 years old, when I stepped foot on the campus at Ole Miss, that's the first time that I felt comfortable, and that I knew that I was going to have a place to stay for 3 or 4 years. I knew that I was going to have a meal for 3 or 4 years. Open from 3 to 18, 19, when I stepped on campus, I felt homeless. I felt that I was in and out, and I was on the go, and I had to have my antennas up because I didn't know if the house that I was staying in at the time, they were going to kick me out on the streets. So that's the first time I felt comfortable. And just to let the young people know the struggles in between what they think that they know about me, and let them know that, hey, look what he did up until this point.
Mm-hmm.
I was already a success when I graduated high school because I was one of the first to, I was the first person I know in my family or around that to graduate high school and let alone to go to college. So that's a success in itself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all of that, and putting all of those things into words for anyone who feels that they can't do it. And I hadn't met anyone that has walked anywhere near the shoes that I've had, the journey that I've had to go through. So, you know, if you have someone who's remote, just there every now and then for you, I didn't have that. So to have, to be mentally, you know, to be mentally, when you're, every day you're trying to do the right thing, and I'm hungry. When you're trying to do the right thing every day and you're coming back into the same situation, mentally that's tough and draining. So you need someone else to come and let you know when you're 12, 13 years old, just continue to do the right thing. That's why I used to love birthdays. I couldn't wait till 13, 14, 15, because I understood I was getting closer to my goals when I was 19, 20 on campus and getting ready to go to the NFL. I visioned it, you know. So to answer your question, that's why I wrote the book and this book right here, to continue to motivate, and because young kids 6, 7, 8 years old still know who Michael Oher is. So I want to continue to motivate them in rough times.
So it seems clear that even though you were having rough times as a kid, you still had visions and dreams that this was not going to be
most
your
definitely
life.
I think I did. The first time, I think what helped me, I was all over the place. I was in and out of homes all the time, in and out of foster care and shelters. One of the big impacts that I remember when I was 7 years old, and I've always talked about Michael Jordan, watching, sitting around, everybody's watching Michael Jordan on TV at 7 years old, playing the Phoenix Suns in the NBA Finals, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow, everybody's going crazy over this person. You know, I want to be that.
Oh, nice.
I want to be that right there, because something's special there. So that was the first. And I just thought about this the other day. After that year, he retired. And it's kind of foggy in between that time. And when he came back in 95, and then 96, they won a championship again. And I can remember selling newspapers on Sundays and taking a break, running to the subway and seeing what the score was when they were playing Orlando Magic in the Eastern Conference Finals of the in the NBA in the season, just seeing what was going on. And right there, that was a pivotal moment at 10 years old for me. He was back in the NBA. I want to be an NBA player. So I had a chance to, you know, instead of doing something that I didn't have any business doing, I was going to the basketball court because I wanted to be like Michael Jordan.
Wow.
And that's 10 years old. So that was a great pivot for me when he came back. And I had that right there to take me on a journey as well, 10, 11. And I think his last year I was 12. So I was already on my way in sports when he stepped away. And I think that was crucial for me, just having someone to put in my mind and dream about. And of course, I started loving football, Cowboys, watching them, and I just wanted to be something different than what was around me. I didn't want to be like the other men that was in the neighborhood. You see violence, just everything negative. So it was a great escape for me. And it sounds bad, but you're in foster care. I remember when I was in foster homes, I was always alone. So I would be watching TV all the time. And this is where all my dreams come from. Just sitting around watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and watching movies all day long. I didn't like the movies. I was a Martin fan, but I wanted to be like Will Smith. I wanted to be going to Bel Air, coming from Philly. I wanted to do that right there. I didn't want to stay in a one-bedroom apartment in Detroit with Martin in the game.
I love it.
I like the Angels in the Outfield of movies and being in the hospital at St. Joseph, having your own TV for 3-4 weeks and clean bed.
Nice.
And watching movies all day long. So I think that helped me to be able to speak and be able to dream and have things in my mind. And I rarely, tell people those stories because people don't understand and get it. But when you don't have anything, that helped me put good things in my mind that was positive and understand that I could chase those dreams. And for me, I felt that that helped me continue to go and strive for things because I had to get lost in my mind and be at war every day to make it positive. So for me, it was I always had to dream and have imagination because it was rough around me. So I had to have something.
A big imagination too.
Yeah, exactly. I had to have something to take me away from what the situation that I was in.
Beautiful. And where does faith for you come in?
Faith is, when I think about it, I thought about it earlier. I didn't know you was going to ask the question. I thought about it earlier that, like I said, when you're alone a lot, I was praying. I was just praying for things at that time.
Right.
I didn't have. I didn't know anything about. I knew God. We went to church and stuff, but I didn't know the details. So I'm just praying to get out this situation and praying for things, praying for meals, praying for homes, praying for anything better than what I was in at the time. So when I look back, when you don't have a foundation, you don't have anyone to guide you. That's, I don't care what you believe in, just believe in something because when you don't have anything at that age, for me, I'm by myself, I understand that it was a higher power. And I believe wholeheartedly in God and understand that, when I pray, you're thinking about somebody you hadn't talked to in 5 years and they text you the next minute. I mean, Jesus, stuff is real, so education is everything. It's the key, and that's one of them. I like looking at mysteries at the museums and because when you don't have that foundation, you don't understand that it's hard for you to realize that something was going on 10,000 years ago. And, you have to have faith. Yeah. And you have to believe. And, I think it's everything to me, especially when you're by yourself and don't have any guidance. And for me, it's kind of like being pulled on a screen. Hey, go this way instead of that way because did a lot of wrong and going, not doing it right, but that guidance help you. Hey, don't go this way this time. So there's a lot of times you want to give up, but you understand that you've been, that power in that, it's not like a magnet, dragon, so it's real. It's real.
And you have a foundation doing the work to inspire other young people like who face what you face.
That it is. It's a great feeling to see the kids. I always tell people on this journey, man, there's so many. I know so many kids like me, and they were smart. They were talented. Could have been painters. You got people that do graffiti that could have been painters. Or guys in the neighborhood, trying to rap that could have been great poets. Great writers and authors, so many young women that could have been anything outside of being an entertainer, And I knew a bunch of them. I wasn't the smartest kid, wasn't the most talented athletically, but I just wanted it. And I was disciplined and consistent. So sit down and interview 10s and 20s and 30s of these kids, kids that are like myself. I mean, it's the crazy. I would tell you, just to sit down and actually meet someone like me, it was the most inspiring thing ever. I'm like, man, I leave out, I have to get to work because I want to save all these kids.
Oh, beautiful.
I want all of them to come through my foundation. So that was and to have them to be partnered with schools and have them coming through my foundation this year and having our first students this fall. It's the greatest thing in the world. It's kind of like having kids and navigating them and sending them on a journey, changing the course and the trajectory where they were going to go. So it's the feeling and the pleasure that I'm getting, knowing that I'm kind of that screen and knowing I have to get to work for them. I mean, it's beautiful. It's I can't describe it. To have other kids like myself.
Yeah.
I can't describe it. It's indescribable.
I love it. I love it. I want to go back to the book real quick and I want to get your reaction. It's called When Your Back's Against the Wall.
Yeah.
I want to talk about and give you one line of a back against the wall reality for you and just get your reaction to it. So when your back's against the wall, poverty.
Poverty. It's I wouldn't wish it on anyone. I'm grateful to come out of that situation, and that's why I'm working so hard to pull the young people, the youth, the young kids, to get as many as I can out of poverty and out of those situations, because I know they're sitting, because I have family that's still in poverty. That's why I'm chasing this, to change the minds. It's the mindset, and to get them, it hurts me every day. That's why I get up and pray and I'm chasing. I want everyone that I know to be better than I am, to have more than I am, because I've been there and I've been through the toughest, so I can handle everything that's bad. So I can be myself around anyone that has more than me, and I want everyone to feel, to be able to feel what I feel on a daily basis, to not have to worry about being hungry, to not have to worry about it's 110 degrees outside right now with no air conditioning, and you sleep in the heat and having to go steal food from stores like I had to do every day. I mean, it's something that, and it hurts a lot for me, because I know so many that's still in those situations, and that's what I'm doing it for, to try to change the mindset and change the narrative, it doesn't have to be that way. If you put in a little effort, a little bit of discipline, a little bit of consistency. Most importantly, find a routine and just be patient. Patience is key. I get it. From the time I started, from the time that the first time I felt that I was successful, felt like 100 years. But you have to understand that with anything that you're trying to accomplish, it's going to be a little work. It's easy doing the wrong thing, but it's hard doing the right thing and being, like I said, disciplined and having that mindset. But it's fun. It's fun though. I wouldn't be here.
Right.
You go back. It's a lot of fun going through things and getting lost. And I remember when I first started to started learning how to do algebra, and when I got out to the Bridecrest, the school that I graduated from, the Christian school, when I started to learn and started to get on the same playing field with the other kids, I'm like, I get lost in problems. Just I get up and the whole time that went by, and I was just having a great time. That's those are some of the things I'm trying to change with the mindset of the young people. Everyone that's in whoever is in poverty, it's the mindset, and I feel hurt, but I think it's a lot of young people that want to go in a different direction.
Yeah. When your back's against the wall, brain injury.
Brain injury, tough times. That goes back to healing yourself first. And a lot of the times, for me, it's always about someone else. I want everybody else to be happy and having a good time. I love seeing that stuff. And when you're helpless and can't go out and help someone, it brings even more pain, and the health deteriorates a little bit more. But you have to take time. You have to take time to yourself to heal and get back. And going through those things, coming back on the other side, I mean, that just makes you want to go get it and want to pour into other people even more, because you feel like you got a second chance at life, and you appreciate things. Everyone needs to get humbled, to get back to that foundation. You probably were steering off course from what you were meant to be. Can't get lost in it, because with anything, like we were talking earlier, I love food, love eating. Before COVID, got in great shape. I was eating any and everything. They said, no, you were headed toward another mission with these kids. You're worried about clothes and fit. You looking good now. Let me put another 50 pounds on you and humble you right quick. I need you to be talking about these kids rather than going to a concert, So it brings me, you got to get back to what got you where you were headed, and that's encouraging and it's inspiring, and not worried about where you're going to eat your next meal and putting on those clothes. So. But no, it's humbling.
Yeah. Many of us came to know your story through the movie, The Blind Side. If you could go back and rewrite that movie in any way, what would you do? What's missing?
What's missing is a kid that was a kid that was already on a path, and he was well on his way. And a lot of the hard work from 3 years old to 18 is when I moved in with the family. In less than a year, and I was off to college. It was another family who helped me along the way. Very grateful. A lot of hard work taken from me. That's what I want to show the young people. Up until that point, going into my senior year, you're an All-American scholarships, and then that was already done. So that's what I want to show the young people, to let them know that, hey, from this point to this point, this kid was well on his way. So you can do the same. Don't wait on anyone to come and save you, to come and try to rescue you, because that's the picture that's painted. So that's the legacy that I want to show those young people. I think that's the biggest message that I want to get out, because I think that'll inspire even more.
Yeah, you wouldn't have gotten that opportunity if you weren't prepared for.
Taking advantage of every opportunity that come along your way, and having understanding and being smart enough to take advantage and to appreciate all the opportunities. Meeting people halfway. If you want to help me, I'm going to meet you halfway. I'm going to do my job.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show up. I'm going to give you my very best, and very appreciative of everything, everyone who's always helped me. But you can't ever undermine the work that you're putting in to get to these points.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't need any credit from anyone. For me, I was always just chasing success and not wanting to be here, and that's what I was chasing.
How did you lose your dad and your mom?
My mom, she's actually still alive.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was actually he was murdered when I was a junior in high school. I only saw him a couple times in my life.
Wow.
So living in the same city, when you think back on that, that's pretty rough. And that's why I want to be there for my kids every day, every chance that I get. That's why it's important for me to be a mentor and to give advice to any and everyone whenever I can. I showed up late here, but
No worries.
I showed up late, but I try to tell young people, hey, time is everything. Having that sense of urgency, because it goes by so fast, and you have to have a sense of urgency for every second, minute, hour. Take advantage of it every day. And if you can respect that, you'll be fine. You have to respect time. You have to have a sense of urgency. You have to walk around like you're running. You have to do everything. Someone tell you have to be moving around, sprint around, run around, do things with a sense of urgency, and that's key, because I didn't have any of that. I didn't have anyone telling me these things. I just had to figure it out. So that's why I try to pour into the young people, because I was wishing that I had someone like me. When I saw my dad one time when I was probably about 11, 12 years old. One of the greatest times in my life. Never saw him again after that. It meant a lot. And for someone to be constant and consistent in your life means everything, because you know that you can count on someone. You can have someone you can call, and they're not going to be just there for a season. When you're there for life, you can lay your head on that pillow and you can count on someone. When you don't have anyone, it's restless nights.
Yeah.
So it's very important.
What's Mom said about your success?
Pretty happy, proud, and it's mindset. You continue to chase, and you can never stop trying to pour into people to better themselves, and it's never too late.
No.
Never think it's too late. Continue to pour into someone, and you just never know. One day it might change. So you always have to continue to pour in and just never give up on anyone.
I love that. Last question for you. In light of where you are today, if you could go back and give some advice to that young Michael who traveled a road that is unimaginable, and obviously we don't know who you are by virtue of the hours that we saw in the film, what would you tell that young boy?
Be patient. It's like I said, just be patient and continue to. It's like I said, mentally, it's a lot of trauma because you're trying to do the right thing when you're starting this thing every day. You're the only one that's in your entire community that's trying to accomplish something. And you come back and you're in the same situation. So you're wondering when is something gonna happen? So now you're getting frustrated, you're getting angry. When you first start, you're happy. Now it's a war every day. You get focused and you're so serious. I didn't laugh at a comedy movie until I was 21, 22. So that's what kind of anger, and nothing was funny. I was serious every single day. And that's the first time I laughed when I was 22 years old at a comedy movie. I laughed in the movie, the entire movie, because obviously I got drafted in a better situation, and so I would just tell them to be patient and don't take it all so serious. Enjoy the moment. Be a little bit happier because things will change. Yeah. It's going to happen for you. Smile a little more. Have a little personality toward other people. Because I used to make myself laugh a lot. When you're alone, you have to find things so that's just, don't take anything to heart and just be kind, be happy, and it'll change for you.
I love it. Do you remember what that movie was?
I don't know what kind of network this is.
Oh, that's fine. I know exactly.
It was The Hangover.
Okay.
The Hangover.
Cool. Yes.
In 2009.
Yes.
So it's the funniest movie I've
watched
seen.
it. I love it. Yes.
I just enjoyed it. Man, I laughed and laughed, and I would be laughing, and I knew something was about to happen 2 minutes from now. I'd be the only one in the movie laughing. I'm just enjoying it. But yeah, that was the first time watching that in the movie theater. So in Baltimore, Owens Mills movie theater. So
love it. Well, thank you. Congratulations on all your success, and thank you for all that you're doing to give back. Thank you. Seriously. Thank you.
Thank you. Sitting down and talking, you've been great. So,
thank you. I loved every
great
minute.
Job.
Thank you. Thank you. Michael Oher's book, When Your Back is Against the Wall, is available right now wherever books are sold. It's also available for you to listen to as an audiobook. I want to thank you so much for joining me for this edition of Conversations from Studio 5. And I hope you'll come back next week. That's when we're sitting down with Grammy Award-winning singer and songwriter Tiffany Hudson. For more information on the show, please be sure to check out our Facebook page. You can also find us on Instagram by searching Studio 5. I look forward to seeing you again right here next week on the podcast.